Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium. This is anything but a run-of-the-mill early season matchup, a clash of top 10 teams as these two will get their oil checked early. It's the Texas Longhorns and the Alabama Crimson Tide. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's check in with our sideline reporter, Holly Rowland.
Guys, as you know, Alabama coming off a terrific year last year, getting back into the college football playoff and getting to the second round. But this team has more to prove. They lost their quarterback, Ty Simpson, to the draft, but they still have one of the most dynamic wide receivers in the country. Ryan Coleman-Williams is looking for a little redemption after a low production year last year. The fans can't wait to see what this version of the Crimson Tide will look like this season. Guys?
Thanks, Holly. Looking forward to see how this one goes. Alabama about to kick off to get things started. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Now here's Manning. Got out of trouble and throws. Got his man. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain.
And, man, that's not a surprise that they come to their go-to guy early. This is an offense that's so much fun to watch, and it's because they know who they are. They know how to get the ball to their playmakers. And on the first drive, Palmer, get your guy a touch, get him involved. You know receivers got some feelings, Jesse. I love that they're getting him lathered up and a touch early in this football game.
Yeah, he's definitely one of those guys who feels like he's open every single play, so it is a good idea to get him going early. For the defense, that's a bit of a jab in the face right there because you came into this game, you know who's going to get the ball. You know where they're throwing it. And you've got to do a better job now disguising your coverages to try and limit him and take him away as much as possible.
And the rush will get to him at the 25.
And this is going to be the matchup for this defense all game long, containing the QB speed because he can get out and he can roll. Nice job early in this football game, judging his speed, getting out there, getting the sack, and most importantly, getting a hit on him early in this football game so he can physically feel you, and those hits can start to add up throughout a football game.
And the Longhorns now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Manning. Quick completion on the out. And he'll be brought down.
Nice job there. Good timing between the QB and the wide receiver executing that out route.
Crowd rolling noise down onto Saban Field on third down. Manning trying to quiet this crowd. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down.
That is exactly how you set a tone when you're on defense, and especially when you're at home. If you can get them and force them into a punt early, keep that crowd going and involved, man, is it fun to play defense.
The Longhorns will send out the punt unit. And the punt hits ground at the 2 and goes into the end zone. He just missed, hitting them right in the shadow of the goalpost. It'll come out to the 20. for a physical attack from the gun. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and handing the ball.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Keelan Russell got his man out of the backfield. Makes a grab and room to run. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling there out to the 35. They've done a really good job identifying mismatches, and they find one out of the backfield there.
Reese, I really don't think it's that hard. My guy is better than yours. Find the matchup across the field. Running back's got some speed. Get it in his hands quickly. Throw it to him fast. Let him make somebody miss against a slower guy that's usually a linebacker.
You can really set the tone for what's possible in your season in early season showdowns like this, both in the top 10 and both with the loftiest of goals.
This one's fun too, David, because we had this game circled in the offseason. We knew this was going to be a really good matchup early, and we're going to find out the answers to a lot of questions we have about both these teams.
Well, and sometimes it's hard to figure that out, right? Like, you don't get till mid-season, you're like, oh, they haven't played anybody. Out the gates, 2 top 10 teams, we get to find out really quickly who's legit.
Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Trying to take it back. Touchdown, Longhorns! And what a turn of events as this defense gets the pick 6. That's one of those plays you put a highlighter beside it, can really swing a game.
100%. There's a couple plays a game when you go back and you look, you're like, man, that changed the whole outcome. What an unbelievable play by the defense, not just to get the turnover, to score the points off.
He got everybody up, right? Oh, he made progress. I shouldn't run it up.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Jenkins. He's brought down at the 16, would have been much better off to take the touchback. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. He's going to lose a yard on that one. After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
He wants to change this route. Throwing Russell. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions from go to 1 to 2 and then maybe make a play. He goes off of his first target, and you could tell he did not have much time getting hit as he's trying to throw the football. You've got to protect your quarterback.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Looking to throw, it's Russell. Shoots it to the left. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch.
You know, you're seeing in college football now how the tight end position is evolving. The athletes playing the position now are just so much better than they used to be. And this guy on that diving catch, he just showed you that.
The Tide with the 1st and 10. Now they'll run it to the right here. They open the lane, and he hit it a gain of 5 out to the 33.
Man, it's easy to call plays when you're getting 5 or 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, why would I get complicated? Why would I get complex? Like, up front right now, this group just win, fall forward, get that good gain, stay ahead of the sticks, don't have to get in bad situations. This defense better respond, or else I'll do that all the way down the field.
They'll go right back to him, and they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
And those plays from a defensive perspective, man, they're just super annoying because now I'm in the worst spot ever, third and manageable. Like, I don't know if you're passing, don't know if you're running, so nice job by this offense keeping this defense off balance and creating a third down opportunity that's in their favor.
The Crimson Tide needs to convert on 3rd and short. They'll try to bully their way for the first. They get him on the ground. The defense knew exactly where they had to stop him, and it's 4th down.
Man, and you see those sticks, and you're like, dude, 3rd and short, I just got to fall forward and get the first down, Palmer, but the defense comes up big and gets the stop.
So on offense, don't overthink this one. 4th and inches, just line up.
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. 4th down, Russell. And that one falls incomplete. A huge stand by the defense.
Aggressive. You want to be aggressive. You want to take chances, and you tell your team about it all week, and you come out, you get an opportunity in the first half to go for it on 4th down. You shot your shot. The problem is now you put your defense in a bad situation early in this game where you're going to have to try to find a way to get a stop and create some momentum.
The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
Man, is it going to be fun trying to stop this passing offense at Texas. Not only do you have to deal with Arch Manning throwing the football, but you got Wingo outside with all that speed, David. You're bringing Cam Coleman from Auburn with his size and speed, so who do you cover if you're on defense?
Yeah, I wouldn't even mention the running backs who you bring in, too, who are studs. So, like, they're studs all over the field. This is an offense that, Sarp, when they really get it going, man, the passing game becomes elite. And they can do so many good things to you. But just Cam Coleman and the ability to catch the football when he's not open. Like, it's second to none. Look forward to watching him and the Arch connection and how it grows.
Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on 3rd down. Manning from the gun on 3rd down.
Oh, my God, wrong.
Trying to make magic on the scramble. Quarterback slides, and he's got it up for the first down.
And usually when a QB takes off and scrambles, it's because the defense didn't do a great job keeping lane integrity, not keeping him in the pocket, letting him get outside, and then he can do damage. Then it's the next play that you have to play instead of just the original pass. So defense has got to do a better job of keeping that guy in the pocket.
Unloads to the wideout. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Longhorn!
Please tell me I'm running fucking man.
On to attempt the try.
Like that's wild.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish things up with a dart from 24 yards out. He'll bring it out. It's Rodgers. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. The Tide ready to roll on offense. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Quarterback making adjustments. Russell. And he left that one short, tried to baby it in there. He's got to turn it loose.
And there's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit. And I think because of that, he wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long.
Feed out in this. Get your ass up in this. And they should be open.
Dropping back, it's Russell. Got the quick pass. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. Offense staying on the field. They'll hurry up on 4th down.
This should be, why should be over? Why should be over?
Russell will throw for it on 4th. Fires left.
I ain't know what
Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum.
He got me.
Touchdown, Texas. And they turn it into a defensive score. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead. And with the extra point, they're up 21-0.
I guarantee I'll come back. I guarantee I'll come back. We just have one more time on the step. This ain't nobody but me.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Rodgers.
Guarantee right here.
Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he had just taken a knee in the end zone.
Hit him with this. Only way I don't come back to the dude guy. He's just looking at my back. Probably plays on that. But I guarantee
the Alabama offense coming onto the field. They've got nothing done so far, and they already find themselves in a 3-possession hold, Jesse.
Yeah, and
as a head coach, you're wondering, what didn't I say? What didn't I do to get my team ready to go? Because we look like we're sleepwalking at this point.
Yeah, nothing went well in the first quarter. You just say refresh. Like, let's try to find a way now. Chip into this lead. Try to make it somewhat manageable when you get to the half.
Keelan Russell. Right on the money. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Alabama quickly back to the line. Might be changing the route. Motion from the wideout. Now they'll try the right side. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. Alabama trying to convert this 4th down. Throwing Russell. Lofts one deep down the right side. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. A bold decision to go for it on 4th down, and one that did not pay off.
Man, first half being that aggressive on your side of the field, that's a different world. Like, you live in the analytics world, and I know people say go for it more often. I don't see the point in going for it on that one early in the game in that situation.
And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. The throw. Makes a catch. Give him a pickup of 2, now 2nd and 8.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Here's Arts to throw. It's caught. Oh, there might have been trouble if they had knocked him down so quickly.
Look, I know this guy's tiny, but on these slant throws as a DB, you got to get your hands on him because he's just too quick. He's going to cross your face too easy otherwise, and he did right there.
Manning lines up in the gun on 3rd down. The quick out. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 11. 3rd and short, and I guess the only thing they really took out of play in the shotgun was the quarterback sneak.
Yeah, and that's kind of what I like to do, Reese. I mean, 3rd and inches, I want to run the quarterback sneak, run the football. But this team fully comfortable throwing the football, and you see why. Easy pitch, easy catch, first down.
Going to work in the air, it's Manning. Hit as he throws. Looking to get it in. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. Stopped in his tracks, and they'll have to try it again.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Tries again to get it in. And he's not going to make it this time either. Another stop, and it's 3rd and goal. The Tide will have to call their first timeout. The brain trust getting thoughts together for this big 3rd down coming up. They'll come to the line just 1 yard shy of the goal line on 3rd down. On the ground, going for the first down with the give to the tight end. Touchdown, Texas! And they take it in for 6 more points.
I think there were a lot of doubters that wondered how this team was going to be able to handle this environment and whether or not they could find success early in this game. They have proved all of those doubters wrong. They have been dominant in every phase, on offense, on defense, and on special teams, and they are piling it on here early in this game on the road.
He'll bring it out. It's Jenkins. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Now the Longhorns will call the first of their 3 timeouts. Now the brain trust will go to work on both sidelines.
I don't know, you just plays out of half or whatever. But we ain't sure.
Hey, easy. Crimson, 14, BCS box. Crimson, 14, BCS box.
Wide receiver going in motion. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. You give away 5 like that, it's hard enough to make first downs. 1st and 15 here.
Oh, my God.
Someone not clear on the snap count. It'll be a false start, and they'll move it back. And that penalty will back them up some more, half the distance to the goal. Russell. Got the back over the middle. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. Alabama pushing the tempo. Back to throw, it's Russell. Pressure coming. He's got the back in the middle. Alabama calls its second timeout of the half. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
They'll need to convert this third down from their own 22 to get this drive jump-started. Looking to throw for it. Hauls it in. They bring him down, but not before he gets a first down at the 35. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on third down. You're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot, get the ball out of your hands quickly, make an accurate throw, and pick up the first. Well done.
Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10.
And that's a big play for this offense, and they need to get going. They've built themselves a deficit. They need points on this drive, or else, guys, the second half, we're going to be telling old war stories, right? Like the back in...
And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. He picks up the fumble, but they'll blow it dead right there. And remember, at this stage of the game, the only person who can advance a fumble for the offense is the fumbler. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Keelan Russell. He fires one deep down the right side. And that is interception number 3 on the day. Got room on the return. He's out of bounds, showing off the hands on the pick, and then the nifty moves on a terrific return.
And I think there's a difference between aggressiveness and recklessness. You're backed up, man. You're going to take shots right now, force the ball into coverage. The defense makes the pick. And how about this? Very little time on the clock. Got a chance to put some points on the board before you go into the half.
Halftime as both teams head into the locker room. We're looking forward to a terrific second half, but before that, let's check in with Kevin Connors.
Fellows, we welcome you into our palatial Orlando studios for the Week 3 edition of the EA Sports College Football Update Show. And leading things off, we take a look at Miami, taking on the number 17 team, the Michigan Wolverines. And it's the Hurricanes, keeping things within arm's reach here in this ranked-on-ranked battle. I think the plan here is just to get to halftime, then figure out a way to pull this out in the second half. Let's check in now on some of the other action today, as the landscape in this sport truly is ever-changing.
Here comes that Alabama offense. Got blown out in the first half and now just desperate to find anything to generate momentum here in the third quarter.
It just starts with one play, though. You just need one thing to go right for this offense to start to build that momentum, and then that becomes infectious for the defense, for special teams. Everything can change. It just takes one play.
It really can, and it's so strange, and you can't quantify it, and I don't know how to describe it as a coach or as a player, but you got to make something happen, and it's got to start on this drive.
A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Quarterback may change this route. Throwing Russell. Under fire. Going to try to get it himself. Found a little bit of room there to get it up to the 30 before going out of bounds. Alabama quickly back to the line. Russell from the gun on 3rd down. Quick strike complete. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. Offense staying on the field there and hurry up, looking as if they'll go on 4th. 4th down, Russell. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's 4th down, you're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
Alabama comes to the line with 1st and 10. Russell. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. They get to him as he throws. Working on the right. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a 1st down at the 44.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
Easy.
Again, it's Russell. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection. They're dealing with a 2nd and long.
Bling. Over here, bullseye. Tip.
Keelan Russell. Finds his back in the middle. And so you got a guy who makes a play downfield like that. How anxious do you think they're going to be to continue in man coverage?
Yeah, I don't know, Reese. They're going to need a plan. They're going to maybe want to think about more zone coverage or maybe even bracketing this running back if he decides to come out of the backfield, because right now they don't seem to have an answer for him.
He'll get rid of it. Got him downfield.
The offense really struggled in the first half of this game, so it was important coming out of halftime they were able to generate some momentum and get some rhythm offensively, and right now they look like they have it on this drive. Great news to see the quarterback make that last throw there to pick up the 1st down. They need him to play great in the second.
And the defense makes a play. They get the quarterback down at the 26. This drive facing a little adversity now after that last play. It's 2nd and 20.
I got to be honest, I'm a little surprised the offense is trying to go so fast here after giving up a huge loss on that sack. You'd think they'd want to just take a second, regroup before running this next play.
Throwing Russell. And he feels the heat coming and it burns him up. Another sack. And we might as well state the obvious. 1st and 2nd down didn't work out. 3rd and very long. Might be calling a hot route. From the gun on 3rd down, Keelan Russell. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win 1st and 2nd down. You set up 3rd and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody in the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force 4th downs.
They're going to stay aggressive and leave the offense out there on 4th down again. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Incomplete, and that'll be a turnover on downs.
And they decide to go for it. They decide to be aggressive, try to throw the football down the field. Receiver, quarterback, not on the same page. No dice, turnover on downs.
The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. Fires to the wideout. Intercepted, and finally this defense makes a play. Didn't have a lot of room to run after the pick, but he's done his job. They have it at the 44.
Timing has to be so good. When you're throwing at his own defense over the middle of the field, the ball's got to come out specifically on time because these windows close really quickly. Ball there thrown a little bit late. As a result, it's an INT.
The Tide will have to call their 1st timeout. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. There have been a couple of missed opportunities for these offenses in the last couple of drives, Jesse.
And I think for this offense here, it'd be nice to hit an explosive play, be aggressive, and really pay off your defense's effort that last drive.
And instead of having to move the ball down the field consistently and then getting stopped on 4 downs, you're right. Create some of those explosives. Take those deep shots. Make those big plays.
Alabama with a multitude of options on 2nd and short. Russell. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. Tight end finds a soft spot.
It's a really nice job by the defense staying disciplined there. The quarterback's trying to get it out on the right side. As soon as he makes the catch, though, down he goes. Really good job with the tackle.
This feels like 4-down territory, 3rd and short from the 40.
Lock 18! Lock 18! Zone! Splash moving!
Motion from the wide receiver. To the air, it's Russell. Escapes the pressure to his right. Got his man downfield. Touchdown, Crimson Tide!
And finally, guys, we've been talking about this offense. When are they going to get it going? When are they going to have that spark? They make the play. They finally get on the board. Now, can they keep the momentum going? Can they play complementary football? Can the defense get a few stops and the offense keep this up?
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Arch Madness. Under fire. Just a short pass to the tight end. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. That last completion has him set up 2nd and short. They'll run it out of the gun with Brown. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
Yeah, and it's so nice. Don't overthink it, right? Just hand it off, get the first down, new set of downs, let's go.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. This time he wants to throw. Oh, man, what a missed opportunity. Big fella almost got to run with the ball. Instead, it falls incomplete and brings up 2nd down.
Man, if he doesn't drop it, there's 2 picks and 2 consecutive drives. He was in great position to make another play, just couldn't secure the catch.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Send the tight end in motion. Manning on play action. Pressure's there and he gets rid of it.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell.
It'll be 3rd and long. Manning from the gun on 3rd down. What a job to lay out and make the catch.
Man, that's a tough play to make. When you're that far down the field and you're trying to control your body and run as you're laying out, that's a really great effort, really good concentration, and that is how you make your quarterback look really good.
The Longhorns are rolling down the field. Manning to the air again. Plucks it out of the air. Open space at the 25. Inside the 20-yard line. Pushed out at the 18, and they're in business.
Really nice job responding by the offense here. They watched the opponent go down the field and score a touchdown on that last drive, and you could see the quarterback there in the commercial break. He's telling his guys, let's go. We're going to go get this one. Everybody lock in. And that's what you're seeing on this drive. Doing a really, really nice job. They look confident. They're trying to score a touchdown themselves.
Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead. They've built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we got here. Just about ready to go in the fourth, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. So first down will open up the final period. Arch is going to throw for it. Fires to the right. And that ball is intercepted at the goal line. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return.
The most frustrating thing I see in football is when teams give up and they quit and they wave the white flag. It drives me nuts. You're on the field. Your job is to stop them. It doesn't matter what the scoreboard is. It doesn't matter how much time is left. Keep fighting. Keep grinding. You never know what can happen. Maybe you get hot. Maybe you make an all-time comeback.
Back to pass. It's Russell. Throws to the wideout. Hauls it in. It's a seam wide open. Inside the 35, knocked out of bounds. This offense with a big play, and they'll mark it at the 33.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be second down.
This offensive line is not going to like watching the film back tomorrow when they get the opportunity, because they have gotten beat time and time again up front, especially in passing situations. All of the hits, all of the sacks that this quarterback has taken is the biggest reason why they're going to lose this game.
Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. They're within field goal range at the 29. Let's see if they can pick up a few or the first down on 3rd and long. Again, it's Russell. And they can't make the play on 3rd down.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
Down by multiple possessions. They can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And the 4th down pass falls incomplete, and they'll have to give up the football.
Listen, with the aggressiveness of offenses and taking chances, a lot of times it's going to put your defense in a hole. And this defense is going to have to come through in the clutch right here, because you're trailing. They can't get more scores. They got to get a stop on this possession, and the offense is going to have to do better than they just did.
Dragged down after a pickup of 5 out to the 35.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
to throw, Manning. Makes the grab on the left. They'll get it to the 48, no need to measure, it's a first down. Last completion moved the sticks in, let's see if they try it again. Looking for a man, it's Manning. Fires to the big fella. Corralled and brought down by the defense.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Sets up the screen. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. Here's Manning to throw. Quickly complete. Stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up.
This is so interesting right now, watching this offense stay aggressive. They've got the lead in the 4th quarter, and you're thinking at home, we got to just run the ball and try to bleed the clock. They found something on defense they're taking advantage of. 2 straight.
Got a little grass. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
And this is an offense that really relies on its running game on that 2nd down call, giving it to the back, letting him find a way to go get a first.
They'll move the wide receiver. Looking downfield on first down. In the end zone, he's got it! Touchdown, Longhorns! That lead's a little more comfortable now as they close in on a victory here in Week 3.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
He'll bring it out. It's Jenkins. He gets it across the 25 to the 27 after bringing it out of the end zone. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. This was certainly not their best effort. I believe this team is much better than it performed today, but they're going to pay the consequences of losing this ball game. Hands it off. Knocked down after getting 6 all the way out to the 34-yard line.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. Keelan Russell finds his tight end. They've pushed it out to the 39 after picking up 5. Alabama pushing the tempo.
When you coming into this game, if they throw completions and get first downs, that's when they like to change up the tempo and go fast. You're seeing it here.
To throw, it's Russell. Here's a heat. And down he goes.
Man, I've been there before as a quarterback. Sometimes you just wish the game would already be over, right? You've had nothing go your way all game long. You're trailing late. They're still getting sacks. And you just want to go back to the locker room. You want to get in the ice tub and start healing for next week.
Fires quickly. And they're able to get him on the ground. Clock stops and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead.
I know this offense has really struggled in this game, but they've still got individuals offensively that are trying to make plays, and they're trying to flash for their coaches to earn more opportunities the next time they see the field. Really nice job that time between these two, hooking up for an explosive play in the pass game. They could have used more of those today, but maybe this guy gets more chances catching passes the next time they take the field after flashing like that right there.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from.
All right, let me jump in here. They are going to go for it on 4th down, and I'm not sure they have much choice in this situation. They'll send the back in motion. 4th down, Williams. Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the 1st down and a gutsy call to keep this drive alive.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that 4th down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on the throw.
He's knocked down, short gain, maybe a pickup of 3. That defense rallied to the ball in a hurry. He might want another play. Williams unloads to the wideout. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming.
And that's kind of what we've seen from this offense all game long, man. It's been hard. It's been a struggle, and receiver and quarterback just not on the same page. Somebody out wide needs to step up, needs to make some plays for their QB because they're in a huge hole.
Breaks into the open. He'll be brought down inside the 10-yard line at the 9. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. Williams looking for a man. Makes the catch. Looking for the end zone. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point is good. They still trail 35-14. So it's a 73-yard touchdown drive. At this point, a comeback would take one of the biggest miracles in the history of the sport, but they'll line up for the onside kick. Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do. Here comes the Texas offense. What a feeling this has to be, David, in complete control and headed toward victory formation.
Yeah, no stress, under a couple minutes left in the ball game, well in hand. These are the ones, Jesse, you like to just run the clock, take a knee, whatever you want.
No doubt. They're going to love watching this game film, too. There's just so many positives to take away from this, and this is the kind of performance today that is really going to help this offense's confidence.
Smart offense. I love it, man. Make them use that timeout. Run the football. I can run the football and let that clock now tick inside of a minute. I'm in great situation to win this football game. Just be smart and keep that thing running.
Manning. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
They couldn't connect on 2nd down, now staring at a 3rd and 9. Manning from the gun on 3rd down. Bought a little time, lets it go. He's got it. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the 1st down. Now the Tide uses its 3rd and final timeout. And now they are powerless to stop the clock with a timeout. They already have a comfortable lead up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. He'll pull it on the read. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down?
You know, there are a lot of people watching this game that are thinking to themselves, where's the sportsmanship? You're blowing this team out. Why are you going for it on 4th down? Why not just punt, give it back, and just leave here with a W? That's because this coach wants his guys to keep executing. I played for a coach in college that would have done the same thing. If backups are on the field, they get an opportunity to run your playbook, so let him do it. At the end of the day, you've got to force the opponent to stop. And that's what they're doing. That's the mindset. I got to be honest, I like it.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. So frustrating for an offense to just give away yards with false start penalties. Throwing, Williams. It's complete on the right side. Turning it on. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets it to midfield. Alabama quickly back to the line.
Well, this offense has a ton of work left ahead of them here in this 2-minute situation late in the game, but the drive off to a good start. You get the first down, you get out of bounds, you work in the perimeter of the field. That is exactly what you want to do.
Williams will pass. Unloads to the right. Can't quite make the connection there. Might have led him a little too much.
And it's going to be difficult for this offense, man. Just where are they going to find the plays? You can tell the defense sitting back. They're playing nickel. They're playing dime. So you need some receivers to step up, make some yards after the catch, some contested plays. This offense has got to do something, and they got to do it quick.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Quarterback making checks.
Hey, move. Let it go.
Williams. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, and certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
And after the big play to start the drive, now 2 straight incompletions, and they need to find a way on 3rd down.
Ready, go.
From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab. They bring him down at the 45-yard line, and this defense rises up on 3rd down.
Squid. Return. Go.
Williams to throw for it on 4th. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work.
And these aren't easy situations for these offenses, man. Like, it's a known passing situation. The defense is playing coverage. Nowhere to go with the football, forces the incompletion, and this one is all but over.
That will be the final play as they make the stop, and the clock has expired here. Guys, I think we all expected this game to be close. A couple of teams of this caliber, but boy, what a statement by the underdog in this one.
And there's going to be a big movement in the rankings after that performance. That team that got the win today, they are going to get moved ahead of their opponent. It's one thing to beat a ranked opponent, David. It's one thing to blow the doors off of them. That was impressive.
It's impressive. It's huge for them. Obviously, we know what's going to happen when they're going to move up the charts, but the other side is equally as depressing. I mean, they're going to fall like a rock. This wasn't even a competitive game. This is a bad day, and the rankings will reflect it when they come out.
This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis saying goodbye, everybody.